What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is T.E. Laurence, and today we're gonna discuss why Azazel is a hidden gem, who frankly deserves a lot better. Aside from her being the only angel in the household, she also holds some special qualities that really make her stand out from the rest of the gals. Yet, fate was not very kind to her. Before we begin, as always, enjoy the speed paint of Azazel as a badminton athlete in the 2024 Paris Olympics. The finished piece will be shown at the end. Let's get the obvious out of the way. While the rest of the household are demons, Azazel's an angel. As much as I adore the other gals and their unique charms, they're ultimately demons. They are fallen beings, whose goal is to ultimately plot the destruction of humanity. Therefore, the unfortunate truth is that you may end up losing your life around them. With the Helltaker himself, however, they just choose not to. Yet. Meanwhile, Azazel is the only being that will never kill or harm you, which is why the Helltaker is fortunate to have the curious angel by his side. Like all divine servants of the Almighty, she embodies virtue, chastity, and generosity. Unlike the demon gals, who aren't bound to anyone, Azazel will serve and protect the man of the house, as commanded by the Almighty. For example, whenever Lucifer impales Taker with a knife, Azazel is the only one who heals or revives him back into shape. If it wasn't for her, he'd be dead by now. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Secondly, she's the one being, other than Judgment, who prevents Taker from descending to madness and keeps the household in order. Once again, we're dealing with a house full of demons. Chaos and destruction follow them wherever they go, and it wouldn't take long for the Helltaker's household to be condemned by the authorities, were it not for Judgment's iron fist and Azazel's peacekeeping and custodianship. Whenever the other demons wreak havoc and destruction, somebody has to pick up the pieces and repair the supernatural damages left in their trail. And only an angel like Azazel, who's well versed with demons, can restore and heal the household back to its healthy state. Whether it's using her blessed powers to repair damages on the house, or assuaging angry neighbors and the two policewomen with her heavenly persuasion, Azazel is a real MVP. Thirdly, Azzy is a smarty pants. Being a scientist of Elysium, there's no doubt that she possesses incredible intellect and problem-solving skills beyond the capabilities of even the smartest of mortals. Einstein and Stephen Hawking have nothing on her. With someone like the Helltaker, who's often caught in extraordinarily difficult situations, those assets can and will come in handy. And no, I don't mean those assets. And while the other demon gals aren't dumb by any means, they're less likely to help you out with their supernatural intellect, and more likely to use it against you. Meanwhile, being the dutiful and virtuous angel she is, Azazel will always give a helping hand. Whether it's solving a difficult homework problem, or dealing with a cursed object you found in the basement, our one and only cutie nerd angel has an answer to everything. Fourthly, Azazel is the only dynamic character of the household, which I'm a sucker for. While the rest of the household maintain their character for the most part, thus making them static, Azazel is a unique case where her character gradually evolves with every new experience, ravenously learning new things to satiate her curiosity. Therefore, it is inevitable that both her personality and her outlook will change accordingly. And that's what makes dynamic characters so interesting, because it shows people are not rigid and one-dimensional cutouts. That being said, the specific change that Azazel goes through is quite a divisive topic, as, spoiler alert, Azazel goes from a cute and innocent angel who's curious about demons to falling from grace and becoming a schizo-mad scientist demon. Which brings me to my soapbox, ladies and gentlemen, so brace yourselves. I'll be upfront here. I'm not very happy about Azazel falling. Within canon, that is. Because she does not deserve such a fate. Some will say that it was inevitable, not only because Van Ripper's Word of God has made it so, but also because being surrounded by demons all the time, her corruption and subsequent fall was inevitable. Others will claim that Azazel actually deserves this fate, arguing that she isn't actually a good being and therefore the environment of demons only revealed her true self. And I firmly disagree with the latter, because I believe her ultimate fall is not a reflection of her moral shortcomings, but rather her being in the wrong place and with the wrong people. And no, I'm not referring to the household and the demon gals. No. I'm referring to upstairs. Especially you, Madam Angel General. Being the naturally curious angel she is, Azazel's always asking questions and going the extra mile to seek answers. These are perfect traits of a scientist, but perhaps not very receptive for the militaristic order of heaven. Because when it comes to overly hierarchical and regimented societies, it's best not to ask too many questions, keep your mouth shut unless told otherwise, and know your place. But for the ever-curious and blabbermouth that's Azazel, she probably struggles to fit in and get along with her peers upstairs. Add to that the strict and overbearing Angel General Micah, who I imagine exerts even more pressure and expectations upon her. Lastly, her curiosity and fixation for her counterparts in the underworld probably earns a lot of raised eyebrows. It's no wonder Azazel feels alienated and out of place. As shown in Second Circle, it was only when Azazel joined the Helltaker's household that she truly felt accepted with a sense of belonging, even despite being surrounded by demons. Because unlike back in heaven, in the Helltaker household, Azazel gets to be her true self without being shamed. In other words, heaven with its rigid and unforgiving social dynamics pushed Azazel away, and she subsequently found a better family for her, especially the Helltaker himself. Azazel certainly isn't perfect, but I still think she's a good soul who, again, deserves a lot better. Because to me, Azazel is a cute and intelligent Cinnabon with a slight touch of naughtiness, but then again, who doesn't have some vices behind closed doors? Again, I'm looking at you, Madam Angel General.
Don't be intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
If I could tell one thing to Azazel, I'd tell her to not be pressured to be the perfect angel, but to remain the kind and curious angel she truly is, and continue her search for the wonderful discoveries that our expanding universe has to offer. Sometimes I do wonder what great heights she could have achieved if she didn't descend to the dark side. Something kinda like this. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, Azazel is a hidden gem who deserves a lot more credit than she's given, as well as nothing less than wholesome acceptance and love. To all the Azazel fans out there, what makes you prefer an angel over the rest of the demon gals? Also, do you think Azazel is a good being, or well deserving of her fall? As always, comment below because I'm curious of everyone's opinions. But just make sure it's civil though, because we know how divisive Exam-Taker can be within the fandom. And of course, here's the finished drawing of Azazel, the badminton angel. It kinda sounds weird to refer to a sport as cute, but that's how I honestly feel about badminton. And if there's any member of the harem that's a cutie, it's Azazel, aka as a cutie for sure. Anyways, thanks for watching and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is T.E. Laurence signing out. Have a good one.